Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 15, courage is the word of the day. And it's funny because when the word came through in my meditation this morning, I wasn't quite sure which direction this would go. And I'm still not sure. That's the play, the delight of being a scribe, is to show up and then to simply trust the words that start to come through when I'm in this space with pure consciousness. So courage to me is the inner commitment to push beyond our comfort zone, to take a stand for something that we believe in, to express our voice at times when perhaps it's a little scary to do so, to go deeper into a situation, a conversation, a relationship, a health exploration, a project than what we thought we had the capacity to do. Courage feels like that extra push, that extra oomph, that extra mile, that extra reserve of gas. And we don't always believe that we have that. I'll speak for myself. Sometimes it is difficult to trust that in those moments where we know we're going to need the courage to say something or do something or create something, that we're going to have the courage to show up and do it to the highest integrity of our soul. Again, I'll speak for myself. Sometimes for me, it takes courage to simply show up and then allow whatever is going to move or flow through me to start to flow. So the courage for me is often simply just showing up and then surrendering and trusting and knowing whatever's going to come from this moment is going to be perfect, and it's going to take us into a new moment, and that new moment is going to take us into the next new moment. And so whatever flows or unfolds or evolves from this courageous moment of showing up is going to happen. And then trusting that all of that is divinely guided, divinely held, that our soul knows more than what we can see is possible, that the co-creation, the collaboration that's going to come in that new moment is always going to be good. It's always going to take us to something better, more expansive, more harmonious. Sometimes we have to go through the little bumps or shedding or chaos in the moment of courage. We show up. I'll speak for myself. I show up, I say the thing, or I do the thing, or I create the thing, and then I surrender, I trust. All that's going to come from this serves me, serves those around me, serves those who engage with me, serves the world, serves love, serves consciousness, serves the expansion of source and love. Trusting, knowing that that's what's going to happen, that's what's going to flow from each moment I courageously show up. It takes conviction and commitment to do that. Because there have been times where in my courageous showing up, I felt like I got it wrong, or I felt like I didn't interpret correctly, or I was too much, too vulnerable, too big, too small, whatever, right? I have all these judgments about the moment where I was courageous and showed up and opened something new. What I find in my own journey over and over again is that nothing is ever wrong. Nothing is ever out of alignment. No, that's not the right word. Nothing is ever wrong. Nothing is ever with the intent to hurt. Yeah. I don't ever show up in a moment of courage with the purpose of hurting someone or bringing conflict forward. It's always with the intention of more truth, more love, more flow, more alignment, more ease. And so that's the definition I bring forward of courage. It's the courage to be in truth, to be in the present moment, fully aware, fully conscious, knowing that whatever is going to come from here is good because it's coming from this seed, this spark, this knowing that it serves. Each courageous moment serves. Yeah. And courage plays out in so many different ways. Sometimes for me it's just the courage to turn on the phone and start recording and having no idea what words are going to come out of my mouth. Trusting Source has something to say and it's going to come through. Sometimes courage is simply trying a new recipe and mixing ingredients that we hadn't tried before, and then putting a plate of food in front of someone hoping it's going to taste good. Or, leaving a comfy area, a home, a community, a city, a country that we are familiar with, and being courageous enough to try something new. Sometimes it's a relationship, the courage it took for me to create a change in my marriage, my previous marriage, and step into the unknown of a divorce. That was one tiny courageous moment after another, having no idea what would flow from each choice of each moment. Sometimes the courage is in expressing our truth about our work, our convictions, the way that we see our planet or humanity, or all the whistleblowers who have had the courage to bring truth into their workplace or organization or school or community. Having the courage to follow that inner conviction and say, I have no idea what's going to come from this moment, but I'm courageous enough to try, to show up, to see what's going to flow from here. Knowing because it comes from truth and from purity and from love that it serves. Yeah, so we are headed towards a new moon on Thursday, and there's all kinds of astrological planetary stuff going on. And this word courage is so powerful in my awareness right now. So may my example of sitting down in my chair with my phone, having no idea what source would flow through about courage, may my example transmit, send out, hold the vibration for me and for all of us to go that extra mile, to push beyond what we believe we are capable of, and be super courageous, super brave, coming from truth, coming from light, coming from love, connected to Source. Be courageous in whatever way it is playing out for you in this moment. Show up and be courageous. Thank you for tuning in to today's vibration. Let's take this message of pure love out into all of our communities and continue expanding love here on Gaia. So much love from my heart to yours.